Hello, hi everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Mix It Up. So, this, as some of you might know or might be aware, this is African month. The month of May is African month. So, as a result, I decided to do a little tribute to my continent. This is probably information that's not new to most of you, but it might be entirely new to people because, again, you just cannot assume that everyone knows about where you're from, about your people, about your culture, about your way of life. So yeah, for starters, Africa is a continent. Do we get each other until that point? First of all, Africa is a continent. Africa is not a country. There are over 50 countries in the continent of Africa. So let's get that cleared and out of the way. Africa is a continent. Please, we are not a country. Number two, we are the second largest continent and second most populous continent in the world after Asia. Understood? The third thing is, when it comes to the general population, most of the population of Africa is young people. We have a lot more young people than older folks. So, one, Africa is a continent. So a country. It's made up of more than 50 states. We are the second largest continent and the second most populous continent in the world. We have rich culture. Africa is so rich in culture. Like I mentioned, we have over 50 states in this continent. Where I come from, I am from Kenya. We have over 40 tribes in my country alone. So you can imagine the diversity that comes with. If my country alone has over 40 tribes, that means different cultural beliefs, different ways of life, different languages spoken in my country alone. The most commonly spoken languages in my country are English and Swahili. However, like I said, there are over 40 tribes in my country alone. So that means more than 40 spoken languages, and some tribes even have sub-tribes. So you can imagine. So that's my country alone. Imagine the rest of the continent. So Africa has such a rich culture. We are so rich in culture. We are so diverse. It's just amazing. There is so much beauty in this continent. Africa is so beautiful, from the savannas to the ocean, down to every single place, every archaeological site. Every single thing about this continent is beautiful. I mean, we boast of the green savannas, we boast of the beautiful sandy beaches, we boast of the big five. We have so much beauty, not only as a people, but also as a continent. The people in this continent are kind, they're beautiful inside out. We are just an amazing group of people who have such beauty all around us. And unfortunately, maybe we don't really recognize it ourselves, but we are so rich in that. Another thing is, we are home to the longest river, River Nile. It's such a beautiful sight to behold. It's so really, genuinely very, very beautiful to look at, and just to be in awe of how nature really can just, be phenomenal. Raw materials. This continent has so much resources. Like, we have so much to give in terms of minerals. There is so much mineral deposits all over this continent. It's insane. Even with colonization, with neo-colonization, the amount of minerals that are still here, like some of which are yet to be discovered, is just something else. Honestly, as much as people have continued to take kutoka kwetu, yani from enzi za mababu zetu. These people, they have been taking from us, lakini bado we are still very rich. We are very, very rich in resources and raw materials. I really wish our leaders wangeweza kuutilize this to our advantage, because sisi tunaweza rule this world. Literally, Africa has the capability to do that if our leaders really came together and put aside their differences and put aside greed and put aside everything else. But that's a story for another day. I'm here today to highlight the good things about Africa. So if we just come together and just rally our resources, we'll be a force to reckon with. I still believe we are a force to reckon with, and I still see potential in very, very many diverse fields. And it's just something that is really to be looked at and to be admired. Our agricultural sector, goodness me, we farm, like we produce all types of food. We produce coffee, we produce tea, we make every single thing is literally available in this continent. It is raw and it is organic, and our soils are so rich. They produce so much food. They are very, they give. Once you're able to do the farming in a way that is, properly done, like how it was done by our forefathers before, the produce is alarming. We have so much land that is very, very, very healthy, and it's unfortunate that most of it is being turned into houses and other things, which really should be really, really protected, Tourism, I mentioned the savannas, the coasts, the archaeological sites. Honestly, tourism in this continent is from Ghana down to South Africa to the north, to Egypt, to the East African coast, to Namibia, to it is, our tourism is just so like the amount of income as a continent we make from tourism is just next level. I just want to take this information out to the world that we should embrace what we have as a people. Let's visit our parks, let's visit these sites ourselves. You don't want to hear other people from outside telling you something about your own place, and you can't even validate if they're telling the truth or not, because haujaenda ama hujui. Like, imagine how sitting down and somebody telling you about how this place looks like, na wewe uko hapa na hujaienda. Sasa hata hujui kama anasema ukweli ama anasema uongo. So let's be enlightened as a people. Let's be enlightened as a continent. Let's be able to constantly continue to speak up about the things that are happening in this continent that are not right. Every kind of mistreatment that is happening from the West and the East and everywhere else, the continuous taking from this continent should stop. It should stop, and it starts with us. It's about time we say that enough is enough. Enough is enough. It's about time that these resources helped us. It's about time that we say enough is enough. Because with each and everything that I have mentioned, and many, many more things, I cannot even fathom how far this continent would go to. Personally, I'm a Pan-Africanist. I love this continent. I love everything it represents. I love the people. I love the culture. I just absolutely love this place. I am so passionate about Africa. I have really tried to be vocal about it. Perhaps I haven't been vocal enough, but I intend to change that. But I am really, really rooting for Africa. Like, I am rooting for us 100%. I know that we will, because I see the kind of generation that is coming up and the things we want from leadership, the things we want for ourselves. And I am so proud, and I cannot wait for the change that is about to come and that is already in the works, because I know that this continent is going to shake the world. So yeah, I hope you learned a thing or two about Africa. Yeah, we do have internet. Wherever you're listening to this from, I mean, how else could I have gotten this information to you? I don't know. But yeah, we do have internet, just in case. So yeah, we do have internet. Yeah, thank you so much for listening. Free Congo, free Congo, free Congo, free Sudan, free Sudan, free Sudan, free every country that you are oppressing, whether it's open out in the open or it's still behind closed doors. Please free us all. Let us be free, and let us just rule ourselves and use our resources in the best way we know how to by ourselves. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. I've been your host, Nkatha Kinywa. Until next time, bye guys.